If you had some extra money right now, what would you spend it on? Would you treat yourself to something now? Or put it towards something special? Treat yourself with the savings you'll get from participating in the People's Gas Energy Efficiency Program. Our rebates help your dollars go further so you can spend more on the things you enjoy. Visit peoplesgasrebates.com/treat and learn how much you can save with the People's Gas Energy Efficiency Program. That's peoplesgasrebates.com/treat.
Willie Fritz joining us now, Tulane Tuesday, Tulane's head football coach. Coach, good to have you. Thanks for calling in.
You betcha. Thank you for having me.
Now, Coach Fritz, what is the most frustrating part of the season? Where are you at right now, considering the challenging part of the schedule coming up? What have you been most disappointed in? Is it overall like your defense, or is it your wide receivers? Or because I think you have the right quarterback, but what has been the most disappointing? Because obviously not living up to expectations so far.
No, you're 100% right. We're just, we're not playing well on either side of the ball right now. We are in spurts. There's some times during the last game against Houston we played good on defense, and there were some times we didn't play very well. And offensively, did a good job moving the ball between the 20s, but didn't cash in on points when we needed to. And, went for a few fourth down situations, didn't convert. Those kill you. You move the sticks, you got an opportunity to score some points. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are frustrating right now. You just got to stay positive. You got to, keep the kids grinding, and probably the bye week probably happened at a good time for us. Get a little time off. We didn't do anything today. I told them just be a college student today and catch up on your work. And we're going to get back to work again tomorrow.
Now, Coach Fritz, at this day and age, you got to be able to run the ball, but you look as far as your receiving core, and I would say, and I think you would acknowledge this, struggling wide receiver group. When you look at, I don't know, they combined with 52 yards and 7 catches, had a couple of drops, and you look like a guy like Deuce Watts, had 0 catches. He's stuck on 1 touchdown reception for the year, just like Jaquan Jackson is. And then you look at the duo combined for 14 scores last year. The wide receivers right now are averaging less than 10 catches a game, 1 touchdown, 108 yards. But on and on, why have they not been as productive? Because I think Pratt would be able to get him the ball. So what is is it the drops or what? How you analyze that?
A combination of a lot of things. Deuce was hurt last week, wasn't able to play in the ball game against Houston, and Jaquan Jackson's been banged up, and I think he's back to, being full strength. This week off will be great for him. But you're right. It's, his drops, it's protection. We gave up way too many sacks last week. We got to do a better job of protecting the quarterback. And, sometimes your run game can protect the quarterback as well. We got to do a better job running the ball and staying away from those third and long situations. They had a great front, and they were doing a good job of pinning their ears back and coming after us. And we just, we got to take the hits off our quarterback. He got knocked down 23 times on last Thursday, and that's, you're going to get some run plays to the quarterback. There's going to be some scrambles. There's going to be an occasional sack, but that needs to be in single digits. We can't have it that many. So there's a lot of reasons for, the problems that we're having. I wish I could pinpoint just one thing. We got to fix a bunch of stuff, and we need to.
Coach, I used to have an old coach live next to me, Joe Clark, and he would always tell me, Mike, when you lose games like I'm seeing Tulane lose today, you're almost like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. It's the same thing over and over and over again, and it's to figure out a way to win in the fourth quarter. And we see so many teams today, for whatever reason, no lead is safe. The ability to throw the football all over. And how do you get that to your team about, listen, you hang in there, you close, or are you within striking range as you enter the fourth quarter? And then it, like Groundhog's Day, it happens over and over again.
One of my all-time favorite movies, by the way. But, you're right. You got to finish ball games. That's one of our, we talk about the plan to win and fifth component of the plan to win is finish and scoring more points than our opponent in the fourth quarter. We've done that in a few games this year. We haven't in some games that, would have affected the outcome. I've said this since I got to Tulane. We there's a formula for us to win, and part of it's just not making, critical mistakes. And we know our margin for error may not be incredibly large. We just got to play well in all three phases, not beat ourselves. And we've been beating ourselves, that's painful to watch. The next day after the ball game, because the kids are trying hard and the coaches are trying hard, but you got to do good. We don't have to play perfect, but we got to play good, and we haven't done that, for 4 full quarters in one game really this year. So we got to do a much better job of that.
And Coach Fritz, along those lines, when you look at your opponent, and you're familiar UAB, East Carolina. To me, I thought that was a confidence blow, considering how the game up to that point, maybe from a negative aspect, how the Ole Miss game. I think the Tulane Green Wave was kind of shell shocked after what occurred that game, and then you look at UAB, East Carolina, but now SMU. Okay, look, SMU's ranked, but that's one thing. Ball, y'all played them down to the wire. Does that even give you confidence or the team confidence? Hey, that's why we play the game. You look SMU. Now you can bring up Cincinnati where they're at. But one game at a time with SMU, you look down the road. You got Tulsa, South Florida, and all that. And I know you focus on SMU. But listen, people must say, SMU's going to be Tulane. But it's come down to the wire pretty much when you played them.
Yeah, and I told the guys when we met on Monday as a team, I said, hey, man, we're flushing the first half of the season down the toilet. It's over with. There's nothing going to be gained, positively from looking back on how we played the first 6 ball games. We got to, you don't want to repeat mistakes that you've made. You got to learn from history. But, we can play a lot better than that. And let's just worry about being 1-0. Each week. Let's do a good job of focusing on just SMU because we got to play well in all three phases. And
yep.
We don't have the luxury of preparing for someone else while we're playing a quality opponent like them. And we can't do that for anybody this year. We got to do a much better job of limiting our mistakes. Have a good run and pass attack offensively. Defensively, I thought we tackled a little better, but didn't play as good on third down as we needed to against Houston, and we can't have the penalties in the kicking game. We had a couple penalties, in the kicking game, and those are, I'm talking to one of the guys we were watching the film after the ball game, and he said, I said, how far was that penalty? He said 10 yards. I said, no, they did it from the spot, and you weren't near where the return ended up. It's really about a 27-yard penalty.
Whoa.
So we got to do a good job of playing clean and playing smart, and we've done that a bunch here, and we got to get back to that formula.
Tulane head football coach Willie Fritz. Good luck this week.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck,
Appreciate it.
Coach.
Roll wave.
Thank Coach Fritz.
That wraps up Tulane Tuesday. Coming back for Greg and Gretna. Also, LSU coach Ed Ogeron set to join us at 6:30 right here on Sports Talk on WWL.
If you had some extra money right now, what would you spend it on? Would you treat yourself to something now? Or put it towards something special? Treat yourself with the savings you'll get from participating in the People's Gas Energy Efficiency Program. Our rebates help your dollars go further so you can spend more on the things you enjoy. Visit peoplesgasrebates.com/treat and learn how much you can save with the People's Gas Energy Efficiency Program. That's peoplesgasrebates.com/treat.
The climate crisis is here. Time's slipping away to stop the worst effects of global warming, and we need solutions. Hosted by me, Molly Wood, How We Survive dives deep into the economics, the tech, and the human stories behind those solutions. From billionaires trying to monopolize lithium mines to business rivalries so fierce that one CEO was dragged off a plane by federal authorities. How We Survive, following the money to the end of the world because our survival might depend on it. Listen on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Ellen Pompeo, and I would like to introduce you to my new podcast, Tell Me. I'm going to invite people that I find interesting to come on and tell me their stories. That's where Tell Me comes from. Listen and follow Tell Me, a podcast presentation of Cadence 13 with me, Ellen Pompeo, now for free on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts.